Hello, welcome to the Hipster Runoff Podcast, live from www.hipsterrunoff.com. What is a podcast? It's an MP3 or an MP4 or a .wav file that you put on your iPod, your iPhone, your Android phone, your BlackBerry mobile phone. You listen to it on the go. You think about life. You think about how radio is dying because it's not on demand enough. Podcast, the wave of the future. I haven't podcasted in a while. I really enjoy podcasting. I didn't mean to deprive myself of having that much fun. I really enjoy connecting with all the listeners. I enjoy all the phone calls. I enjoy hearing your voices. Don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to neglect you. Today on the podcast, I'll do my best to spend a considerable amount of time responding to questions from the Hipster Runoff hotline. Call with your question now at 909-BROSKI-2. Once again, that number is 909-276-7542. Program that number into your phone. Whenever you're feeling down, when you have a question, when you have no one to turn to hipsterrunoff.com. I'll answer your question, whether it's a relationship issue, a tween issue, a drug issue, a buzzband issue, a blog issue. I'm here for you. I promise. I'm really overwhelmed by questions, though. So if your question is terrible, I'm probably not going to answer it. I'm sorry. Let's head to the phones. This is our first caller.
Hey, Carls. So I just recently got in this new relationship, and I, for some reason, still feel bad about my last one. My last one, I didn't break up with him because of anything bad. I just moved. And now that I'm in this new relationship and my ex found out, he doesn't talk to me anymore. We were really good friends. I want to know what I should do. Should I talk to him? Should I try and make contact with him? Or should I just be happy in the relationship I'm in now? I'm really confused. Please help me.
It's really important to acknowledge the fact that you weren't in love. If you were truly in love, you would have stayed. You wouldn't have moved. You wouldn't have said, life got in the way of our relationship. You never really loved your ex-boyfriend. Call him on the phone and tell him that. Tell him you don't want his friendship. Tell him he's not important to you. In fact, you already told him. You told him by moving away. You told him by getting a new boyfriend. Why are you complaining? Why do you want his friendship? This is a reality check. You need to move on with your life. I'm sure he's a really cool dude, and I'm sure you're really chilled too or something. But at the end of the day, you moved away. He's no longer a part of your life. Time to stop living in the past. Time to stop pretending things were the way they used to be. I'm sorry. This is the way it is. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Your life is probably better. I mean, it's just life. It's just relationships. Sometimes they end. Sometimes they continue forever. Just be happy. Don't try to talk to your ex-boyfriend. What for? If he really loved you, he would have moved with you. Laters.
Carls, why are you so fucking funny? And where do you come up with all your shit? Man, you're fucking hilarious. I really like you, Carls. I really look forward to your podcasts. Take care.
I'm a funny human being. I make people laugh. I make people smile. I tell the truth. Sometimes the truth is funny. Sometimes the truth hurts. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to be globally accepted. It's sort of like the Arcade Fire when they first started as an indie band. You never thought that in 2K11 they'd win a Grammy. You never thought that the mainstream world would understand them. But they persevered. They continued. They had a global vision. I work so hard every day. In my office, I have 2 whiteboards. On them, I craft jokes. Whenever something comes to my mind, I'll take out a small notepad and I'll jot it down. There's these moments during the day where I feel inspired. I think that would make a funny blog post. I think I need to write about that. That would make people smile. Usually I just rip off other people, whether they're commenters, other blogs, tweets, recycled opinions and recycled jokes used by people before me. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to make them laugh. I'll do anything to make you smile, to brighten your day. I'm here for you.
Carls, I just got into the hipster scene, and I've been going to shows. I want a hipster girlfriend. How should I approach her at a show? Thanks.
Shows are usually loud, so you can't really talk to another human being. You have to yell in their ear. What I'd recommend is using the old peen in the back strategy. Basically, you work up a mile direction, and you sort of inch closer into a girl that you like. She'll feel your rock-hard erection. And if she's into you, she'll push back into it, because she's horny. When the show's over, ask her, do you want to hang out? Do you want to talk about the show? Do you want to go out to a local 24-hour diner, such as Denny's or IHOP? Do you want to go back to my place? I have a box of wine. We can talk about life. I just got a Wii PlayStation Xbox. We could play that. I know it's dorky. Maybe we can watch the latest season of Arrested Development together. I just got the box set with the Entourage box set from Amazon Gold Box Deals. I love deals. Are you signed up to Groupon? Let's talk about life. I want to be with you. Do you remember my peen rubbing into you?
Hello, Carls. I am a devoted fan of hipsterrunoff.com, and I wish to inform you of an oversight within your Arcade Fire report regarding Win Butler and his name. I wish for you to refer to Win Butler henceforth as Winnie the Butt. I repeat, Winnie the Butt. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
In case you didn't hear this, bro, he requested that I start calling the Arcade Fire indie hunk indie frontman songstress bro Win Butler by the nickname Win the Butt Lur or something like that. Win the Butt. Does that work for you? Maybe I should try to utilize it in a future post and see if it gains traction with commenters. Win the Butt. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the crystal castlist of them all?
Hey, Carls. My girlfriend's sitting here right next to me, and I don't really care. Actually, I'm having some relationship issues, and I just called the teen dating abuse hotline, and they didn't answer. They hung up on me as soon as they picked up, and I'm just spiraling downward, and I need help. I'm talking right now, and she's not even acknowledging it. She hates it that I always have an earbud either in my right or left ear at all times. She doesn't even like music. She doesn't like anything that I like. We don't have anything in common, and it's really just, I don't know. I want to take care of her and help her because she's really hot, but I mean, I can't barely even take care of myself, and I don't know if I could never love someone as much as I love music. I just need help. I need some advice, relationship advice. I would appreciate it. Thanks.
I'm not sure what to tell you. You sort of sound like an unmotivated bro who isn't going to get his life together anytime soon. So if she's attractive, you should probably stay in a relationship with her. What are you looking for out of life? What do you want? If you dump her, how is your life going to get better? What are you doing to make her life better? What is she doing to make your life better? Maybe you should sit down together and write down some goals, both individually and as a couple. Work together. Stay strong. Form a functional team. Relationships aren't just about sex and talking about things you have in common. They're about pursuing goals together. They're about having children, growing old together, taking them to doctor's appointments when they're 65 years old. If you don't think you can do that with somebody, get out of the relationship ASAP. If you're miserable with them now, what do you think it's going to be like when they're 67 years old, They're about to die, they're depressed, they're sad, they're really regretting all of their life decisions. You know, just a bunch of sad stuff. You probably don't want to be there for that, so just get out of the relationship or something.
Why do you try so hard to be alt? I feel like it should come natural. It's pretty obvious that you were a reject in your childhood, and you turn to the alt scene to be accepted because you can just be crazy, non-conformist, and people still love you. Just wondering.
Who do you think you are? You think you know me? You think you went to elementary school, middle school, high school, college, my career? You think you were there the whole way? Shame on you. Shame on you. You on your high horse. You fit in. You're so relevant. You don't even try. Who do you think you are? In all seriousness, I come from a great family. I excelled at both sports and academics. I have great relationships with my closest friends and a large network of Facebook friends. I'm incredibly normal. I transcend fitting in. They call me the office clown because I pull a lot of pranks around our office. It's great. I feel really happy with my social network. Why do you have to attack me? Why are you saying my life isn't meaningful? Why are you saying that my life is just some sort of defense mechanism or coping mechanism? I don't understand. Why can't you just be happy for me? Why can't we just be alt together? Not for any malicious reasons or insincere reasons, because we are alternative. Shame on you.
Hi, Carl. This is Henry. I have some serious shit to deal with. My younger brother is 20 years old, and he just became an entry-level alt. And he's really loud about it and really over the top. And my sister, who is his twin sister, just became an entry-level mainstreamer. So I don't know how to get them back on the right path, or at least to a point where they're not entry-level anymore. Please give me advice on how to do so. Thank you.
Sometimes I look back on my life and I think, was I ever an entry-level alt? Was I an entry-level mainstreamer? Was I just another tween streamer? Following corporate fads, going to the mall to look for relevant fashion trends? Am I still entry-level? Am I still a slave? What am I actually looking for? What will make me more authentic? You mentioned the term entry-level mainstreamer. I sort of wonder, is there even such thing as an entry-level mainstreamer? Or whether you're a mid-management mainstreamer, or even if you're sitting on the board of directors of all mainstreamers. I sort of wonder if all mainstreamers have the same outlook on life, the same take on most relevant events that are happening in the world today, the same global perspective. Anyways, about your brother. I guess this might be natural. Maybe at one point you were entry level. What did you do to break free of the mold? I think it's just about experience. Much like you can't get a job with a college degree, you sort of have to have relevant work experience or else no one's even going to take you seriously. You sort of have to take your little brother under your wing. You have to show him how it's really done. Teach him what values are truly important to alts. Make him see that what he's into is really inauthentic, and that all of his friends are just following trends, being lame streamers at heart. Let him know that there's a whole world out there. I wish I could have had someone like that. Even though I'm happy with how my life turned out and how my alternative existence is going, sometimes I wish I had a mentor. I wish I had someone there for me, someone who truly cared about me. He's your brother. It's not about alt, it's not about mainstream. It's about blood. And blood is thicker than buzz bands. Your sister isn't important because she's a mainstreamer, so don't worry about her.
Hi, I'm just wondering if at all, if there are any sports that aren't for lame streamers. I would appreciate an answer. Bye.
I think it just depends on where you live in the world. For example, we live in America, so being into soccer is somewhat alt. It's not even called soccer anywhere else in the world. That seems pretty alt. Maybe if you lived in anywhere other than the United States, being into American football would be really alt. Like if you lived in Russia and you said, my favorite team is the Green Bay Packers, and everyone would be like, what are you talking about? What are the Packers? I don't even know how to play that sport. It seems really dumb. It seems stupid. I think if you're truly passionate about the sports you follow or the sports you play, there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like whether it's sports, quilting, going to crafts fairs, having kids, getting really into cooking crappy food, watching TV, watching movies. Trends and fads are usually born out of boredom. Mainstreamers are incredibly boring, so they try really hard to compensate with their interests, to make it seem like they're more meaningful, like they're interesting, like they have something to offer the world just because they're forming opinions on things. Even politics aren't that important. Just really annoying to listen to people talking about them. Sure, we all want the world to be a better place, but whatever. Wanting the world to be a better place isn't who you are. You're just you. Chill out. You're not the Green Bay Packers. You're not the ultimate superfan of sports. Just be yourself. Listen to some buzz bands, like me.
Hey, Carl. So I was just listening to another one of your podcasts, and the topic of pot just decided to come up. Anyway, I was wondering if you think it's pretty alt or not to smoke dope. I'm not really sure how I feel about it quite yet, but I do know I've been thinking of trying it, but I have some very, very strict parents, and I'm not sure what would go down. Anyway, I just wanted to know if it's pretty alt or not, because I don't know. I think it might help me make up my mind a little more. Thanks.
I strongly advise you against trying marijuana. Just say no. Why do you even want to try it? Are you hanging out with some lame streamers who are smoking marijuana cigarettes? What will drugs do for your life? Will they make you a better person? Will they make you more fun? Will they open up your mind and make you feel smarter or more aware of things? I'm not sure. Maybe they do these things. Maybe I'm all wrong. But maybe you should set a goal. You should think about something you really want to do with your life and work your way towards that. Maybe when you get there, you can smoke some marijuana cigarettes or something like that. What do you want to do? Sit around all day on the internet, blazed out of your mind, searching for buzz bands. You have your big headphones on. You're basically in some sort of coma. You're eating a bunch of goldfish crackers. Then some people call you up and you sit in a room and you smoke marijuana. Then you get oral herpes because you shared a pipe. Don't give up on yourself. Don't do drugs. I want so badly to believe that there is truth, that my life is going to get better. And I don't believe that drugs will get me there. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't escape from the wonderful game that is life. It doesn't get any better than this.
Hey, I don't mean to seem like I care about material things or our social status, but I hate you, Carls. I hate you. Stop blogging. Just stop. Stop it. Stop blogging right now. Stop. Just go to community college, get your associate's degree in design, and stop blogging, okay? I'm done. I'm through with you. You had your time. Your time has expired. Man, this is America, okay? You're gonna find what you're good at and do it. And blogging isn't it, okay? Alright, man. Take care. God bless. Bye.
I really believe that I was put on this earth to blog. Even though when I was born, the internet didn't even exist. At least I don't think it did. I knew. I knew I had a higher calling. I wasn't just going to work in some sort of menial desk job. I wanted to be a relevant part of modern journalism, the blogosphere. I wanted to express opinions, contribute to the discussion. The truth is, I'd keep blogging even if people didn't read my blog, because I love it so much. The act of blogging. So many people think that blogging is about generating hits and getting as many eyeballs as possible on your page, playing games to gimmick the most unique visitors and page views. I don't think that way at all. I think if you produce premium content, the hits will come, but you can't look at them like they're hits. They're not just a statistic. They're humans. There's people behind these computers. That's what makes Hipster Runoff so great. It's a blog for people, not for hits. The truth is, if I can make one person smile every day, I know I've done a good job. So shame on you. Shame on you for telling me to retire. I'm going to retire pretty soon, though. Blogging just isn't what it used to be.
Hey, this is Nathan from Waves. Stop fucking with me and my girl, man. We don't like that shit. We aren't memes. We're people. Fuck you, Carls. Fuck you.
We're not memes. We're people. Nathan Williams from the buzz band Waves. It's great to hear from you, bro. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be hard on you. I'm just trying to promote your band. I'm just writing about what you write about. No big deal, bro. Take a chill pill. Maybe grab a holy Bible and roll a joint out of it. Learn a little bit about forgiveness. Learn a little bit about yourself. Learn a little bit about the Lord Savior Jesus Christ and how he died for your sins and how he's going to come back for you. He's going to come back for you.
Hi, Carls. I like the way that your vocal delivery in your podcasts, and I was wondering if it's based off of like the standard computer voice via Radiohead's song Fitter Happier.
I don't listen to Radiohead. I'm sorry. I don't really vibe out to that 1990s concept rock. I'm just a human speaking. My voice has emotions. I'm just trying to be honest with you. I'm just trying to be vulnerable. I'm glad you like my voice. I don't really like your voice. You don't seem vulnerable enough for me. You don't seem like you can get real. I want to get real with you. I just want people to know that it gets better. It gets better.
Hi, Carls. I try to generate buzz on the internet by reviewing music, and I was really mad this past year because 2K10 Pitchfork gave Kanye West a 10.0, and I would like to give something a 10.0, but I haven't found an album that I feel like is worth a 10.0 yet. So where would I go to find an album that is a 10.0? Because I'm not sure if I can trust the new Panda Bear album or the new Copy Week or the new Destroyer album to be 10.0s. If you have any leads or ideas as to where I should look, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
You're not alone. Everyone is searching for that 10.0 album. Honestly, it doesn't seem like 2K11 has a really high chance of generating any 10.0s. It seems like they come about once every 5 to 10 years, so if one came in 2K11, you could make the argument that 2K10, K11, K12 was the best stretch of indie music in the history of time. We're all searching for that 10.0. But the truth is, I don't think you can really tell that a band can score a 10.0 till their second album. For example, when you first heard the buzz band MGMT, you probably heard their hit songs Kids, Electric Feel, and Time to Pretend. You would have thought, boy, this band sure is on their way to a 10.0. But then their follow-up sophomore album is released. Congratulations. And you rethink everything. You're like, wow, how could I have been so wrong based on those 2 or 3 hit songs that were amazing? You can't just assume that because a buzz band released some pretty promising initial MP3s that they'll be able to follow through and reach 10.0 status. Everyone's looking for a 10.0. You look under your couch, under your bed. You look behind your apartment building. You look in dumpsters. You look on the side of the road. You purchase a metal detector and you go to the beach searching for buzz bands. Everyone's looking for them. I can't help you. Maybe we're all screwed, but maybe someone out there knows the secret to not only discovering buzz bands, but how to manufacture and harvest them. Maybe we should go back in time. We should talk to the first 10 fans who were fans of the Arcade Fire. Maybe they'd be willing to provide us with some help.
Hey, Carls. I'm really musically talented, and I play drums, and I play guitar, and I know how to play the Moog synth, and I do a lot of sampling. And I was thinking about starting an indie band. Should I just get a completely untalented, cute musical girl to be in my indie band? Will it help? Will it be worth it? Can we write songs about the way we feel about each other? All right, thanks.
I think you have a pretty good idea. A lot of bands use this model. It's basically a bro with some sort of marginal talent, and then he'll pick a cute girl who can sing or, look cute on stage and jimmy jangle a tambourine around. Sort of like Beach House. I'm not sure who contributes what to that band, but if I had to guess, Vicky LeGrand makes that band. How about Crystal Castles with Alice Glass and Ethan Cath, or whatever his name is? It seems like even though Ethan, or whatever his name is, does all the bleepy blooping, Alice Glass might actually be the brand that really propels them to the next level. How about Matt and Kim? I'm not sure if they count. They're kind of weird. How about Tegan and Sarah? They're both little girls or something. How about the Arcade Fire? Do you think they'd be as popular if they didn't have Regine in their band? They also have some other random violin women or something. I'm not sure if they have equity in the band, though. But it seems like in today's mainstream and indie music landscape, you can't always just be a group of 4 or 5 bros on stage. It is good to have some females in the band. I think women really identify with that, sort of like Regis and Kelly or Regis and Kathy Lee. It works because it's a tag team duo, and you have both male and female perspectives. I think it's also okay to have a band full of girls, a band full of boys, but having a band that's 3 females and 1 male is always kind of weird. So if you're in that type of band, you should probably kick the 1 bro out and go all girl, because more women and more men will be into that. And the 1 dude on stage who's usually playing drums or an insignificant instrument, he usually looks kind of weird and creepy, so that usually ruins the vibe of your band. So yes, start a buzz band, get a cute girl, make sure she's super hot. Also the band Sleigh Bells, I'm not even sure if they make good music or anything, but people seem to really be into them, and it seems to be all about the girls, so yeah, seems like a good idea, bro, go for it. I think I'm just about to wrap up this podcast, but don't forget you can call in with your question at the number 909-BROSKI-2. I still have a lot of questions to do, so I'll probably try to do another questions podcast within the next several days. Maybe it'll give you some great content to listen to while you're outside. Maybe if you're going on a trip, you can listen to this podcast. Maybe if you're sitting alone with friends and you're tired of watching TV, you can listen to this podcast with them. I just want to be there for you. I want to be there with you.
I don't have any questions. I just wanted to feel like what it would be like to talk to you. I feel like I really needed it lately. And
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Thanks for picking up, man. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
I'm here for you, bro. Don't hesitate to call. I always pick up the phone. 909-BROSKI-2. Once again, that number is 909-276-7542.
Hi, Carls. I was wondering, while Waves and Best Coast are on tour, who's taking care of Snacks? Snacks doing solo shows in LA without them? What's happening to Snacks? See you later, Carls.
I recently talked to Snacks, and Best Coast and Waves are currently on tour, and Snacks is doing okay. He said that when they leave, they usually buy some white bread, some bologna, some Kraft singles. They'll buy a big bag of potato chips, and they'll just leave the TV on. They'll say, Snacks, the place is yours. But, you know, Snacks is used to it by now. He sort of does his own thing. He'll go to Whole Foods, pick up some food, some hummus. He's really into that. Pick up some frozen pizzas. He likes to chill on that. Sometimes he'll order Domino's because they have a sweet online interface. So, you know, they really don't take care of him, but at the same time, it's Snacks. So he is playing a lot of shows now. He's working on his solo project. Hopefully he'll have an EP out later this year and maybe an LP out late this year. But don't cross your fingers. You know the old tomboy routine. Even Snacks jokes about it. He's a good guy, so, you know, sometimes the neighbor will, you know, pop her head in and she'll be kind of worried, but, you know, it's not her cat, so luckily Snacks is Snacks, so just pray for the guy and just let him know, tweet at him, it gets better and he's going to be okay. Don't give up.
Carls, why do people feel like they need to talk like you when they call Hipster Runoff answer machine message? I don't know how authentic it is. It's questionable.
Maybe you're thinking about it all wrong. Maybe they're not imitating me. Maybe I am them. Maybe I'm inspired by them. Maybe I am imitating who they are. Maybe we're all the same. Maybe when I look in the mirror, I see your face. Maybe when you look in a puddle that offers a reflection of your face, you actually see the face of Noah Lennox of Panda Bear, featuring Animal Collective from the Buzz Band. You know, everyone's trying to craft their own identity. Everyone's trying to be snarky, have their own unique perspective on the world because life is hard and sometimes you need to laugh. Sometimes you need to distance yourself from the pain that is life. And that's okay. Whether you take on my voice, you take on the voice of Borat, or you do your Jeff Foxworthy impression, it doesn't matter. We're all just trying to escape from our lives, escape from our identity, escape from our social class. We're all just trying to be authentic. There is some sort of relevant fabric that weaves you and I together through the trees, through the forests, through the buzz bands, through the chill waves. Every day, we do our best. That's all anyone's ever going to ask of you. If you're not doing your best, you shouldn't be alive. This has been the Hipster Runoff Podcast. For more information, visit www.hipsterrunoff.com. Call with your question. The answering machine will pick up and you can say your question. The number is 909-BROSKI-2. That is 909-276-7542. I really want to hear what you think about the Arcade Fire, the Grammys, indie music, life, love, relationships, anything under the sun, the NBA All-Star Game, sports, what city you want to live in, how your parents are doing, something difficult you're going through. I want to hear about it. I'm here for you.
Talk for a while because you seem pretty intelligent. Seems like you have something to say. I'd rather hear you talk than these callers talk and watch some of these videos. So why don't you just talk for a while?
They might get mad at us if we do that.
Yeah, I mean, part of the thing is taking the calls and finding out the feedback. This is actually a much longer segment than it should be tonight because some of the video playback equipment has given us a little bit of trouble.
So we're missing all the good videos.
We are
I'm
missing
sorry.
some good videos. We're also missing some not so good videos, but we won't say which ones those are.
Raw time.
Philip.
Yep.
Have you ever seen Dave eat a buffet, dude? Like at Chinese and shit?
No,
Dude,
I can't say that I have.
He can scarf egg rolls like a motherfucker, dude.
And that's why we
that.
all love him.
We love Dave.
Raw time.
Dave.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, I want to say that, Tiffy, I think you are a beautiful girl.
Okay.
And Philip, both of you guys have incredible wit.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed. I've just been flipping channels, and, man, I've been watching this. The other guys that are calling in are just idiots. You're exactly right. This is a great show.
Well, it could be a great show, and if, you know, people would call in with actually something to say rather than suck my dick or Tiffy, you look like a whore, or something like that, you know,
That's
it could be
ridiculous.
really cool. There could be some actual feedback.
Right.
But, you know, you got kids in control out there of telephones. I don't know where mom and dad are. They're probably asleep. They're probably passed out.
That's the problem with society, right?
Well,
Mom and Dad need more. They need to take care of it, not make other people decide to do that. And
well,
they pass laws and stuff for that.
Well,
right?
let me ask you something. Have you noticed that oh, we have a special guest coming in.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dean. Have you noticed that the people who shouldn't be having children keep having more children?
Exactly.
You know, you need a license to drive a car. You need a license to sell food or alcohol. You need a license to run any kind of business. Oh, I'm sorry, did you want to have kids? Go right ahead.
I like the way you think, Philip.
Thanks.
That's exactly right.
Thanks
You guys
very
keep
much.
it up.
You know, a lot of these children are making a real strong case for Norplant. So, and for those of children out there who don't know what that is, that's something they put in a woman's arm to stop her from having fucking children like you. That's not everyone.
Raw time.
Hey, we can go to video.
Hey, we're finally going to video. Yay.
Woo, Dave got it to work. Yes. So, where are we going, Dave? What are we doing with this?
Kelly Willis.
Kelly Willis, folks, from Austin, Texas. Here she is, singing Not Forgotten You.
And then we should have some Bjork and Stretch Princess.
Howdy, we're back. That was Stretch Princess, and what the hell was the name of that one?
Sorry, and before that was Kelly Willis with Not Forgotten You.
Now, we're not sorry that it was Stretch Princess. That's actually the name